Welcome back this morning. We're learning more about the horrific shooting that killed 2 children at a Catholic school in Minneapolis this week.
Fox News obtaining a search warrant detailing what investigators learned about the suspected shooter, including that he recently went through a breakup and that officials seized a tactical vest from his father's home.
Police say they have also spoken with the shooter's mother, who has apparently hired a criminal defense attorney. Let's bring in former congressman and host of the Saturday Night in America, Trey Gowdy. So great to see you this morning, Trey. You longtime prosecutor, you know your way around a search warrant. Was there anything in this search warrant that was surprising, or did it tell any special story to you about what's going on with the investigation?
It kind of screamed notice to me, either actual or constructive notice. I mean, I don't know how you go through life glamorizing serial killers and expressing your disdain for the most innocent among us, children, and nobody takes notice.
Right.
So the reason the mother hired a criminal defense attorney is because of the Crumbley parents. I mean, the Crumbley parents knew or should have known that their child was going to go kill classmates. I don't know the facts in this case, but when you start holding parents responsible, not generically, not strict liability, but if you have actual or constructive notice that your child is troubled and you still allow firearms around them, or you don't notify the police, there need to be consequences for that.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I've always thought, Trey, that we needed to know more, starting from Columbine on through, more from the parents, and not in even like a blaming, shaming way, but what could we learn from these families and these, dynamics and the mental health and the medicine that they've given their kids, the psychotropic drugs, whatever it is, the games, the video games, whatever it is. I just feel like there's been sort of like this taboo, like don't blame the parents or that respect their privacy, but in the end, we all suffer when we don't learn what's behind this.
I think parents, and Rachel, I mean, you and Sean have closing in on a dozen children. So, I mean, we're all parents. We have a mutual obligation to one another to protect our children, raise good citizens, but also protect the most fundamental right of every other parent, which is to watch their child have their 11th birthday. So if we can go back in time, I wonder if these parents would do anything different. I mean, you got 2 dead kids, you got other kids in critical condition. What would you do differently? And if morality doesn't motivate you to do it, Rachel, then sometimes the law has to step in and say there's going to be a consequence if you have actual or constructive notice and you don't let someone know.
Trey, we'd be remiss not to bring this up. I'm excited. You gave me a copy on Thursday, I think it was. You've got a new book out, The Color of Death. It's a novel. Tell us about it. This is a fiction book. And for those that haven't written a book before, a lot harder and a lot more talent to write a fiction book than to document what has happened in the world. Tell us about it.
Well, Joey, my background is not nearly as courageous or distinguished as yours, but I was a homicide prosecutor, and I want people, I mean, we're talking about real-life tragedy with what happened in Minnesota, but we do want to know why. So I want to give people a glimpse into the why things happen, what impact it has on prosecutors, cops, that unique relationship. I want you to be a murder prosecutor and a murder investigator without the real loss of life. So I fictionalized what I used to do for a living, what Charlie's brother used to do for a living, what Rachel's husband used to do for a living, which is be a prosecutor. It's a dark world. It takes its toll on you. I mean, Rachel and I have known each other for a long time. It does impact your soul. But I wanted a fictionalized way to let our viewers be a murder prosecutor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, in crime stories, crime podcasts, people are fascinated with this. This is a great read. I have the book. I've started it. Can't put it down. So I highly, highly recommend it.
Yes, indeed. Order The Color of Death now at foxnewsbooks.com. Trey Gowdy, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Trey.
Thanks, Trey.
Hey, y'all are better looking in person. I love seeing y'all last week.
Well, next
love
week,
you,
come on set with us.
All righty. Y'all take care.
Thanks, man.
Take care, Trey.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.